Hey, shalom, shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Hey, where the brothers come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Before we get started, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. A double honors to the other apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone, who very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Hakim out here pushing this gospel and truth and sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh Bashim Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election Yahweh Bashim Shai, Lord willing, for upon your houses.
Hey, that's right, man. Thwada, bro. Shalom, man. Peace be unto you, sincere Akim Akwaf, who these last days are giving all diligence to make a calling the election short, man. So as you see, man, we're here again, through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Bashim Shai to continue to do the work. All right, because this is what it's all about, man, is feeding the lambs of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. Okay. But without further ado, all right, this lesson is ultimately going to be entitled "Consider Everything You Have a Loss." All right, and saying this title, it's really in our minds, man. This is what we should all be thinking. Everything that we have, as far as our clothes, our cars, our living conditions, even our families, man. Everything we have, it already has to be in the forefront of our mind, as it's already taken away from us. And we pray that Yahweh Bashim Shai keeps us, with our family. None of us give a fuck about the material stuff, because everything we see is temporal. But we do pray that our families are taken care of, man. The little ones too, that Yahweh Bashim Shai keeps them with us, because when we come into the time we're coming into, all right, hey, you're gonna be the protection for your family, man. Speaking to you, Akim out there, all right, So again, man, consider everything that you have as a loss already. You got it, bro.
Philippians. Or you want me to go to the second address?
Can you get that Matthew? Actually, no, yeah. Get that Philippians, man. Might as well.
This is Philippians chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, "But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Yahweh Shai."
Yeah, those things that were gained to me. You see, in a job, could be a gain, but especially the times we're in too, man, with all these mandates. You see, we understand that these mandates are going to, be implemented more to the point where everybody's going to have to face the reality of walking out on faith. All right, or taking that damn juicy juice, and only the elect have faith in these last days, man.
Right.
But nevertheless, you see, we understand that we're gonna have to make decisions based on faith, and in doing that, it's gonna cause us to physically in the flesh be in a worse situation. But we're not really too worried about none of that, because Yahweh Bashim Shai is the ultimate provider, man. He's our Father. You see that He's gonna give us the things that we need. You see, but the things that are gained to you, again, that job, that car that you might have. You see that, because in order to pay your insurance, somebody do some crazy shit where you got to take a jab, or even in the said future, you're going to have to take a little chocolate chip, man.
That's right.
So that's what's coming. You got it, bro.
Verse 8, it says, "Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahweh Shai."
Yeah, everything we got, everything we have, is in our possessions, man. Even your jewelry and stuff. Okay, you gotta consider it dung. Dung is just like a pile of poop, man. That's how you have to. And you look at poop, man. You don't look at poop like, oh, that's the nicest poop I've ever seen. You know what I mean? You look at that poop and it's like, you don't even regard it, man. It means nothing to you.
Yeah.
And really none of this means anything, because like Apostle Paul just said. He said, "I count all things a loss that may, receive the knowledge of Yahweh Shai, man." So this knowledge, like Scripture say, wisdom is more precious than rubies and gold. All right, you see that? So we're ultimately desiring, all right, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this word, because that wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of your times and the times to come, man. It's not going to be, all right, a big mansion, all right. It's not going to be, because cash is going to be done away with.
Right.
Pretty soon, everything's going to be digital, man, in the form of that little chocolate chip that we're talking about. You see that? So, hey, you gotta take into consideration these things, because all this is right around the corner, man.
Right.
Pretty soon, we're not going to be telling you about it. We're going to be in the midst of it. Right. Because in the book of Isaiah, it says that the Lord confirmeth the word of His prophets. You see that? So Yahweh Bashim Shai sends His men out to convey the message of what's to come, the future events, and they ultimately come. You see that? So understand what's coming. You just gotta look at your shit as if you don't even have it, man.
Right.
You got something else?
Oh, yeah, I just want to say, because ultimately it's not unrighteous for you to have a new car, a new apartment, a new house, or anything like that. Hey, but you can't be so attached to it to where your main focus, is on those things, man. This is ultimately what Apostle Paul is, basically going into, man. Because Apostle Paul, he had stuff, It's not that he would, he didn't absolutely have nothing. He was a man that was well traveled and he's constantly traveling, but yet and still he still had some things, man. Just like King David. King David was a king. Hey, Shalom, but Solomon had things, man. Solomon was very rich. King David was very rich, man. But yet they didn't let those things, ultimately drive them and pull them away, from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Yes, they didn't make, stupid decisions, but nonetheless, and they were still righteous men, So why? Because they focus on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and again, didn't let those things get in between Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and them. And that's how we have to be, man. When reading that scripture, Apostle Paul counting all things as dung, that means what? That these things have no value compared to, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, compared to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and the kingdom to come. That's the mentality that we have to be in, man.
Hey, shalom, shalom to both of you brothers, man.
Con.
You got it, bro.
But yeah, man, I just want to read that one more time, man. Philippians 3:8 says, it says, yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss. And it says all things, man. So this is talking about, a car. This is talking about your phone. This is talking about your shoes. This is talking about, literally any and everything that you can think of, man. Those nice rings, man. Even the stones that you got on, man. We're talking about everything, the nice shoes that you have, man. The gold, the silver. It doesn't matter what it is, man. We count all those things dung. We're looking at these things like, this really has no true value, man. Compared to what we're about to receive, because everything in this world is defiled, man. Everything is not what it's supposed to be. Everything is of a lesser version of itself compared to what it's going to be in the kingdom. Yeah. So we have no attachment to these things, man. And that includes your house, includes your job, all these, necessities, for us to be able to live in this time. Hey, we count those things. Hey, if it really comes down to it, hey, we'll walk off quick, fast, in a hurry, man.
Yeah. And that's true, because you got to remember Moses, man. All right. Like it says in Hebrews, the 11th chapter, Moses was like second in command, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Moses was in rulership, of all Egypt. You see that? But he left off all that, man. And it talks about how he followed and endured following him that's invisible, roughly paraphrasing. See, we're talking about the heavenly Father, man.
Yeah.
You see that? So the scriptures, when it says, and I believe it's in the Corinthians, it says, walk by faith, for we walk by faith and not sight.
Right.
That's how it's going to be, because we're not always going to be able to go to a store, man, and have a little grocery list and get things, get your eggs, your meats, or whatever, because, hey, there's a huge food shortage, man. And that's about to get even worse. This whole supply chain crisis, farmers getting paid to destroy their crops and dispose of their produce. You see that? And it's going to have a domino effect of more problems. And I was reading articles, man, weeks ago, how they're all these people on the road are starting to see this shit, man. These people are like, man, where's the food? Because now I have to worry about not feeding my kids or feeding myself. So hey, everything is ultimately coming into play. All right, time the days are being shortened and time is being sped up. The Lord's getting ready to do a work in the earth, man. These people aren't ready for it. Is there more on that?
No, that's basically it. But I do got a precept.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Because ultimately this is part of having that mentality of losing everything. Is part of this walk, man. Being part of walking on that straight and narrow path, which straight goes into what? It's not an actual straight line. It's not spelled the same, but it's STRAIT, which means what? Position of difficulty, man. And yes, it is going to seem and feel difficult losing, a lot of the things that we do. But again, it's part of that walk, man. This is Matthew chapter 19. I'll start at verse 27. It says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And here's the point. It says, And every one that hath forsaken houses or brethren, or sisters or father, or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. And if you can, Baba Kushal, can you grab that word forsake? Because this is what we have to do, man. We have to look at these things as if they're, they're nothing, man. So when time comes, for, our women to, come up against us, this and the third, we say, you know what, it is what it is. I'm going to have 100 of you. You want to, just like that brother in, I think it was the Barbados brother, man, where his woman went and took, you can correct me if I'm wrong. The brother, his woman went and took the Karagma, or not the Karagma, Slakia, the Ikiviki, with him telling her no, and she still went and did it, and then the elder apostle Gabar went and did a lesson, and he added in that lesson, hey, you should leave her, man, because she obviously isn't going to listen to you. She's not for you, she's for the so-called white men, she's out here committing, spiritual fornication. So you might as well just dip, man, because she worships the white man instead of her husband. When your woman is supposed to reverence, which means goes into what? To fear and respect her husband. And she doesn't respect nor fear her husband, man, So he is to, it would be wise for him to leave her, man, and to understand that you would receive, that brother, Lord willing, he does, but for those that go through the same situation, you are to understand that you're going to receive, Lord, will you be part of the elect, 100 of those women, man, in place of her, that are going to be obedient, that are going to help take care of you, and then there's another brother that's, at camp, on our side where we stand, man, and, he has, his wife as well as some of his children that don't want to listen. Now they're older, so they're old enough to make their own decisions, So if they go opposite way than you're going, then you have to understand that, those kids that don't want to listen and take heed to this word, and guess what? You're going to receive 100 of those children in place of every single child that doesn't want to be in this ministry with you, man. That doesn't want to take heed to this word.
Yeah, and then the woman too, scripture said, how should I say that? Remember Lot's wife.
Yeah.
A lot of your wives aren't going to make it, man. A lot of your kids aren't going to make it. Shit, you might not even make it.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture say, work out your own salvation with fear, as the brother was saying, and trembling, man.
Right. And just to continue to expound on, which is a beautiful point, man, as far as you women, you need to get right, follow your husbands, man, because ultimately your husband is your Yahushai, man, Just as like we are the wife of Yahushai, as far as us men, pushing this ministry, we're that bride, man, and well, you're our bride. So basically, we are like your Yahushai, man. So you need to take heed and understand that you have a men of the Lord, for you women that are with a men of the Lord, But nonetheless, going into the other points, right. It says forsake what? Matter of fact, let me go back to it and read it again real quick, Baba Shaw. It says Matthew 19:29. It says everyone that hath forsaken houses, So if it comes to the point, because back when they were making it to where some apartments, I think it was over in Florida, were requiring you to take the Ikiviki to actually continue to live there, man, to renew your lease. So if it comes to that point, hey, well, guess what, man? You gotta, I'm bouncing. I'm not gonna take that just to live here, because there's other places that don't require it, that are ultimately what you'll allow you to live there, man. Yahweh Shem shall always make a way for us, man. He'll always make it to where we have shelter, food, water, That's right, and you have to believe that. You cannot doubt that at all, because the Lord Yahweh Shem shall will make sure we got that, man. So it says forsaken houses, So wherever you are, man, apartment, a house, a townhouse, a condo, what does it matter, man? If it comes down to it, to where you're faced with living there, or serving Yahweh Shem Shah, living there and receiving the Ikiviki to continue to live there, or serve Yahweh Shem Shah and leave. And well, guess what, man? We're or the right choice should be to leave, man.
Always, man.
Right. And hitting other points in here, it says, it says, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. Right, man? Because the whole goal is not to sit here and try to keep these things, man. Yeah, you have to have the mindset of these things are defiled. We're in a world where everything is defiled. Like it says, arise and depart, Micah 2:10. For this is not your rest, man. It says it is polluted. Right, it says it is polluted. Talking about this world, man. Please. Everything in the world. It is polluted and it will destroy you with a sore destruction, man. And we don't want to be destroyed, man. Even though we have to eat this defiled bread, drink this defiled water, live in these defiled places. You know, we have to live near, basically cheek to cheek with other people, and we don't want to. You know, we have to be in our P's and Q's because there's people that will, you know, sit there and fucking report that you're being too loud or this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So we have to constantly be watching our shit, man. You know?
Yeah.
And that's not something we want to do. We want to be able to rest, but again, this is not our rest. You know, so we have to count these things that we have here polluted.
That's it is
right. That exactly. The brother made a beautiful point. It is polluted, man. So why would you want to hold on to things that are polluted? Why would you want to hold on to things that will ultimately destroy you? Because you having the mentality of, oh, I need this. That mentality will lead you to destruction because the people in the world that are on that wide and broad path, they have the mentality of what I have, my car, my weed, my rims, my nice shoes, my Jordans or whatever, my Yeezys or whatever it may be, and they have the mentality of, oh, I need these things, and we can't have that because we have to be in the middle because we're going to come into a time, Jacob's trouble, to where all those things are going to be taken away from us, man. You know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and those things are going to be taken. You know, because Esau is going to come down having great wrath, man. You know. And he's going to take a lot of people out of their homes. He's going to take their homes, you know. Even now, you know, when the scandemic, you know, ultimately ended, and you saw a lot of people being cast out of their homes, you know, just in that time. But how much more in Jacob's trouble when it fully hits, man? You know?
Yeah, and that's because Ezekiel 12th chapter. Matter of fact, can you grab that real quick?
Yeah.
You can start at the 25th verse, man. Okay, because hey, that's one thing, man. You know, Yahweh Shemel Shai, all right, through his mercy and grace that he shed upon us, has allowed us to tell you of these things. You see, that's one thing I've been noticing a lot too, man. I've been real grateful for it, is that we're able to have teachers, we're able to have men that were set up to guide us the right way. And that right there is the mercy of the Lord, man. You see that? Because we could be like these people in the world, all right, that cleave unto these things that they can touch. All right, but we're of those, man, Lord willing, of the elect that are cleaving unto things that we can't see, which is Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Right. Through this word, through our faith in this word. You got it, bro.
You want me to start up, bro? You want me to get the point or what?
You can start verse 25. We're going to read down.
Okay. This is Ezekiel 12 and 25. It says, for I am the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Shai. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh power.
Yeah, that's right, man. He said the words that I'm the Lord, the word that I speak shall come to pass. You see that? So these days that we're talking of, Jacob's brother was going into Jacob's trouble. Okay, Esau coming in like a great flood. You see, these days are approaching us, man.
Right.
And that's why we have to remain in the spirit as much as possible, because as much as you sow, all right, to the spirit, you know, as much time as you invest into this thing, man, as far as your reading, your studying, you know, your prayers, all of that is only benefiting you more and building that bond between you and Yahweh B'Hashem Shai. And we're gonna need the Lord to make moves for us, man.
Right.
You know, but all these things that we're talking about, the Lord's getting ready to do and perform. This is the day. The world is the stage, man. You know, you got to go.
Come. Verse 26, it says, again, the word of the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Shai came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off.
Yeah, and that, you know, you still hear that too amongst, you know, older Jake, even our own people that are our age, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you know, that's not gonna happen in our generation. You know, I don't really believe in all that.
And one common one you hear, man, is, oh, they've been saying, you know, we're in the end of times for, you know, years now.
Always say that, man.
Always saying that, man. I remember my mama used to say that, you know, I'm talking about constantly, man, you know, and I wasn't, you know, I was a little kid, you know, I wasn't even in the truth yet, you know what I mean? Nowhere near, you know, but yet my mom was saying that. I remember her saying that all the fucking time, man, you know, you know, which my mom was an Edomite, but you know, still, man, that's through everybody, man. You know, all the nations, they say that shit, man. You know, when someone's talking about, oh, prophecy this, prophecy that, prophecy this, that, and the third, it was always like, oh, well, you know, we've been in end times for, you know, at least 100 years now. Okay, well, cool. You can continue to have that mentality, because when we're, you know, which we are, you know, when all these prophecies, these last prophecies, which is the hour of temptation, World War III, and the greatest prophecy of all, Yahushua is coming, when they happen, hey, keep that same mentality of, oh, yeah, they're not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one wants to sit there and all of a sudden you switch your mind, and now, you know what I mean, now you're on the same page as us. No, that's not how it's going to work, man. We're telling you what is to come to pass. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, Habakkuk 2 and 3. The vision, which again goes into prophecy, is yet for an appointed time, meaning that there's a set time for it to actually come to pass. It doesn't matter about what you think, oh, because it's not happening right now, that it's not going to happen. You know, they got this generation now, you know what I mean, which I think it's either our generation or the generation before us, or the generation after us. This new generation or our generation was called the generation now. They wanted it now. Can't wait. I need it now. I need it now. I need it now. You know, impatient. You know, and that's the mindset of a lot of our people, man. If it's not happening now, then it's not relevant.
And that's what's gonna that mentality is what's gonna kill a lot of people, because when everything's stripped away from you, and the Lord's gonna send these judgments, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When He sends these judgments, all right. When Jacob's trouble hit its peak, okay, you see complete lawlessness everywhere, man. Everything's, even right now, nothing's going back to normal. You see that? And especially with Jacob, because all we can do now, all that's going to happen now is we're going to continue to move forward and forward, man.
That's right.
Because, hey, right now, hey, like prophecy's like a train. It doesn't stop for nobody, man. You're not going to be able to hit it like Hancock and stop it, man. No, everything is going to keep moving. You know, each day is going to come. You see, we're going to wait. I mean, Lord willing, you know, we wake up tomorrow, because tomorrow's never promised. But the point being, all right, tomorrow's going to come. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, what? Because we understand there's certain things that have to happen before Yahweh Shai can come back.
Right.
And we're coming into those last few prophecies, man.
Right.
You see that? So all this is going to continue to ramp up. All right, we're going to continue to move forward in this thing, man. And you can finish that off. You can grab, unless you got a precept, you can grab 2nd Ezra 16.
This verse 28, Ezekiel 12 and 28 says, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh power.
Yeah, man, and that's why it says in Amos 9th chapter that all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Okay, which say that evil day shall overtake nor prevent us. You see, the Lord's not holding back no more, man. He's getting ready to fully unleash judgment, especially starting with the house of Israel, for those that know the Israelites. About to be severely judged, man. Not taking this thing seriously, you know, slacking off, not really. As I said, you know, through the Spirit yesterday, man, not being really intimate with these scriptures, you know, just playing games, man. Because everything's a game in this world to everybody. Nobody takes anything seriously. And the ones that are serious right now, the men of the Lord, because of the Spirit of Yahweh that's on them, they're like it says, they misuse His prophets.
Yeah.
They mocked them, man. You see, this is a serious matter. This is urgent, man. Even in this sit down right now. You see, every video that goes out from a brother is urgent, because it helps update you and gives you growth, man.
Right.
You know, especially if it's articles and things like that, of stuff happening around, you know what I'm saying? It keeps you aware, you know, and it keeps you in the right spirit. You see, so all these videos are urgent, man. You know? You got it, bro.
Come on, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child is in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Yeah, and we're in those birth pains, man. All the chaos bringing forth in the world, man, upwards of the people. You see that famines, you know, ultimately building up as well. Rumors of wars, okay, between America, Babylon the Great, and these other nations. You see that? Tsunamis, man, you know, crazy snowstorms. Yahweh Shai is definitely turning up, as the elder Apostle Har said through the Spirit.
Yeah, if I may add, when it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, and that ultimately goes into the judgment of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, That's exactly what it is. Hey, this 19 that's being spread upon the earth, which is a plague. Hey, that's judgment, because who's really gonna ultimately die from it? Who the ones is it gonna affect the most? The wicked. That's judgment. Hey, when these snowstorm happens, who is it gonna come upon? The wicked. Hey, you look back in the time of that snowstorm that happened in Texas. Hey, the brother, what is his name? Is Future Kings, GMS Future Kings. He said that his house, that he was warm. He was able to go to a brother's house, and warm up, because there was a brother that was in I can't remember exactly where, San Antonio or something like that. His house was the only house on the whole block that had power, man.
Yeah.
And we're talking about heat, running water, and that was all by Yahweh Shemel Shah. We're talking about thousands upon thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people in Texas were without water, without heat. And we're talking about thousands of people died, man, going in their cars and starting their car while they're in their garage, and then dying of carbon monoxide, not cracking the garage even a little bit to let the air escape. You know what I mean? They just died. And we're talking about people freezing on benches, waiting for the so-called bus, knowing damn well it ain't going to come. People freezing in their car because they'll sit there, turn their car on, and then, go to sleep. And then their car would ultimately, run out of gas, and then they'll freeze throughout the night. It happened, we're talking about hundreds, maybe even thousands of people, man. That was judgment from Yahweh Shemel Shah. So these things that are being sent, the fire, there was a place, I can't remember if I made, there was I just looked up an article that had just happened. I think it was here in America, where a whole, I think oil refinery or something like that just blew up, man. And they had to evacuate 6,000 people, man. So these people are now not in their homes, man. And we're in winter. You know what I mean? So wherever these people are at, they're outside in the cold now, man. Let me grab it right here. In North Carolina, it says 6,000 people urged to evacuate as North Carolina fertilizer plant fire threatens as ammonium nitrate explosion. You know what I mean? And that stuff can kill you, man. And we're talking about they evacuated, these people a mile away from, a mile diameter away from where the explosion happened, man. So we're talking about why? Because this stuff, the ammonium nitrate, can actually kill you. You know what I mean? So this is judgment from Yahweh Shemel Shah. These are these plagues. These are these, these judgments, these pestilences, these famines. Famines. You got, again, the brother touched on it earlier, man. You got to where food supplies running very low, and people are starting to really notice it. You know what I mean, and start to say something about it, man.
Yeah, because if I may say too, in Matthew 24th chapter, it talks about how there's going to be in diverse places the earthquakes, but also the famines and pestilences as well.
Yeah,
because over there, I mentioned it, I think last camp we held through the Spirit. All right, how over there in Turkey, there's probably even more now because it's been a few days, 23 million people and counting that are without food.
Yeah,
and that's a lot. I mean, you imagine that, man, 23 million people standing in the street, what that would look like. That's a lot of people with no food. Kids looking like, you know what I'm saying? They're looking like skeleton Jack off of The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Man.
Damn. You know what I mean? And that's a judgment of the Lord. Matter of fact,
it really is, man.
It is. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. This is Psalm chapter 9 and verse 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executeth.
Right.
But it says, the wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hagion Salah. You see that? So the Lord known by his judgments.
Right.
And when you go into Sirach, the 39th chapter, it talks about how famine, hail, fire, and death, is all created for the wicked, man. You see that teeth of wild beasts. And there's going to be a lot of animals, too, in the time of Jacob's trouble that escape zoos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Escape like a crazy lab. And they're all, a gorilla that's, like 9 feet tall and shit. Just speculating, but
yeah.
all different types of, animals are going to be let loose. And they're going to be tearing people up, man. You're going to see it. But the scriptures say that we shall be in league with the beasts of the field, man, if you're paraphrasing. So these beasts, you're going to look at a whole fucking Siberian tiger. You didn't even know it lived near you. It's going to be tearing somebody up. It's going to look at you, and it's going to keep tearing that dude up. And you're going to be able to walk scot-free. Hell, the Lord might even have it to where that Siberian tiger is walking with you, protecting you, man. You see, the Lord's getting ready to do great things, but nevertheless, the point being, judgments are going to continue to be sent forth.
Right.
You know, for the wickedness of these people. You got it, bro.
Con, Second Esdras 16, verse 39.
Yeah.
This is, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
Yeah, these people are gonna be mourning, man. They're gonna be terrified of what they're seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's gonna have any power in their hands to do anything. Nobody's gonna have no answers. All they're gonna have is more questions, and more questions is gonna generate more fear. You see that? They're gonna see all this hell coming upon them. Okay, Yahweh Shai bringing great calamities, man. Great insurrections, man. You know, race wars. You see the military coming into cities across the United States, even other places too. And then ultimately martial law is going to be established. You know, people aren't going to have no power to do anything, man. They're going to wish that they had just one door to be open, one answer to figure it all out. But the answer is right here, man. You know, this is all coming because of this is the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know, people are going to be sorrowful, man. You got it, bro.
It says, verse 40, it says, "Oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth."
Yeah, you see that? So, hey, that's how we're going to be. We're going to be as pilgrims, man, moving from one place to another. The Lord's really going to be moving us because he's going to be guiding us in those days, man. Lord willing, we're of that number. You see, he's going to be moving us. If there's something happening right here that's detrimental, all right, danger is right there, he's going to move us over here.
Right.
See, so the Lord's constantly going to be moving us around, man. You know, you got it, bro.
Verse 41 says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose.
Right.
He that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit, buy it. And he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widows. And therefore they that labor in vain."
And you see that, and they because all these people doing all this stuff, and it's going to be as if they were never doing it.
Yeah.
Because all that's going to be shut down, man. All of it's going to be taken away. You see, because a lot of people take pride in like their house, which like the brother was going into, man. There's nothing wrong with having a house, one that's to look nice. Because we're Jakes, man. We like to be clean. We like things to smell good.
Yeah.
You know, we have style. You know what I mean? But you got to realize every day you wake up and in that house that the Lord give and the Lord takes away, as Job said, man. So you shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, too attached to it in any way. Mm-hmm. You see that? Because, again, we're going to be pilgrims, man. We're not going to be, pulling our houses around or pulling our cars around, man. You know what I'm saying? And you notice, too, in a lot of those apocalyptic movies, how even having a car can be a burden because it's loud. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's in the open. You see that? So, a lot of these things are going to be more so burdens for us, man. So, you got to cast it behind your back. But these people that are laboring in this world and that are attached to these things, it's all in vain, man. You see, and then they're going to find out why. You got to go.
So, verse 46, it says, "For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives, for in captivity and famine shall they get children."
Yeah, that's right, man. You see that? Strangers, man. The Esau, damn devil, he's going to come in with his military, his drones, his robots, his crazy technology, his weapons. The sword is his blessing. Right. And the modern day sword is, as we say millions of times, the gun, man. You see, he's going to overthrow people's house. He's going to come in there. And I remember the brother Maya Ka'alim, he had me weak on that, man. He's like, you're going to have a favorite China cabinet, man. All these different plates and dishes just for Esau to come in there. And the Lord's going to put the spirit on him to smash that shit in front of your face. Yeah. And you're not going to be able to do nothing, man. Yep. He's going to overthrow your house and take your children at that, too. Separate the families. That's what Esau's known for doing, man. Looking captivity, always separating the families, man. That's right. Selling the kids off to auctions, and the men go somewhere else. Wife, she's raped to death or whatever, man. And this devil, that same spirit is going to be upon him because the spirit that's in him is not upright. But the Lord's going to turn it up, man, to where he does these things. The Lord's in control. And the Lord's getting ready to send this devil, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 47, it says, "And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions in their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai."
Yeah, Khan, man. Matter of fact, you can drop down to I think it's 69.
Verse 69.
Yeah, come
on. This is verse 69. It says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot."
Yeah, because Esau, even too, with this whole jab, because this is going to be applied too when Esau makes mandatory that chocolate chip. You see that he's gonna, because the scriptures say, the prophecy has it that no man's going to be able to buy or sell unless they have that that MARK. You see, but this can also be applied to the mandates, because it's going to come a point in time where you got to take the juice or you're going to have to bounce, man. But you taking that juice, you're going to have certain liberties and certain things that you can do compared to somebody who hasn't taken it. So it's going to open up a door for you to be free, so to speak, man. But even when you take that, there's all different types of chemicals and shit in this thing that's going to kill you, And they're going to end up having you in the same situation as somebody who didn't take it. So it doesn't even matter if you take it or not. That's why we say never trust thy enemy, man.
Right.
You can't trust this devil at any time, because all he's going to do is backstab you, man. He has a history of doing that, You got it, bro.
Colin, this is Luke chapter 9 and verse 23. It says, "And he said unto them," and he said unto them all, "If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." And this is what we do, man. We deny ourselves, man, of basically, indulging in this world the way our flesh wants to, and to sit there and say, you know what, we're putting these things off, because what we're going to receive is, if we continue to indulge in the Spirit, continue to be in the Spirit, and continue to serve Yahweh Shema Shah, what we're going to receive is going to be unbelievably far greater than if we were to, ultimately indulge in our spirit, or let us indulge in the flesh and let our flesh do what it wants. So we're saying, no, we're denying ourselves, man. We're denying the things that we want, and we're following Yahweh Shem Shai, man, because this is what we need. Following Yahweh Shem Shai is what we need. And sometimes what you need, it overpowers and overshadows what you want. You think you want this right now, but hey, what you need is this. Yeah, it doesn't, it isn't always necessary at the time. It doesn't seem like it's necessary at the time, but in reality, it is necessary, man.
Right.
So we're completely casting off all these things and following Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And that includes if you get put up, or if you get put in an ultimatum. Okay, lose my house, or take the Karagma, or take the Ikiviki, so I can continue to live. Because that's what a lot of people are going to be faced with, that position, man. Even then, even if you don't take the Ikiviki, they're going to take you out of your house, cast you into a FEMA camp, an isolation facility, wherever you want to call it, and then they're going to present you with the Karagma. These are the times that we're coming into. Hey, but you have to sit there and to remember that you made a vow. For those that are in this gospel, those that continue to, follow Yahweh Shem Shai and follow, and push His word to the best of their ability. Hey, you made a vow. You literally made a vow to Yahweh Shem Shai, and for you to ultimately, consent unto their, their Ikiviki or their Karagma or their religion, hey, you're literally going against the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. You're breaking your vow, man.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen? You think the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, which the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is in control of both sides. He's in control of the left-hand side, the wicked side, and the righteous side, man. He's in control of it all. So you really think that He's going to sit there and let you break a vow and be good? No. You're going to break that vow, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is going to have them turn against you anyways, man. That's why it says in verse 24, it says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. You consent unto them, you shall be had in derision and trodden underfoot, man, because you broke your vow." And there's people in the world that didn't make a vow, but yet they're still wicked. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai still don't want you to do it. He don't want you to do it. He wants you to follow Him. It says, "But whosoever will lose his life for my name's sake, the same shall save it." So you're going to be faced with a position of either you take this Karagma, or we're going to put you to death.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. It's life and death.
Yeah, the scripture is Sirach 15 and 17. Before man is life and death. And that's a position we're literally in the flesh can be faced with in those times. Hey, you either take this, and they're going to have a barrel right on your head. You either take this or you die.
Yeah. That's real, man.
To die is the game, man.
Die is the game.
That's real. Throw it. Deuces. You know what I mean? Like, deuces. Fuck all that, man.
Yeah, because, hey, ultimately, man, this devil, he wants to kill us, man. You know, especially you brothers, we say it all the time, man. Hey, for you brothers that are out there, making your body living sacrifice on the highways and byways, man, doing these sit downs. This devil, he wants to kill you, man. He not only doesn't want to kill you, but he wants to kill your family. Matter of fact, he wants to torture you, man.
Yeah.
Because that's how this devil gets off. He's wicked, man, and he's completely diabolical. That's why we need to be delivered out of here, man. That's why it says in the book of Psalms, deliver me from the violent man, which I propose to overthrow my goings.
Yeah.
This devil does not have your best interests at heart anywhere in his mind.
That's right.
Like it says, they lay snares privily.
Yeah.
This devil is laying traps for you, man. And we still have 2/3 of our people like, oh, they're not all bad. But here pretty soon, all their horns are going to start showing, man. Because even when there's no food in Jacob's trouble, it says that men shall fight each other like enemies, man. Or friends shall fight each other like enemies.
Yeah.
So the one that you thought was your friend, Carl, that you knew for years, he's going to turn on you like he never knew you, man.
Carl Weezer.
You know what I mean?
Fucking Jimmy Neutron. That's all I heard when you said that. It's like,
hey, Carl Weezer going to come with the heat, man.
Become with straight heat. He going to turn into a Jimmy Neutron in that moment, man.
He going to come with all types of heat, man.
All gadgets, man.
You know what I mean? Hey, but that's what we're coming into, man.
Yeah.
So you gotta prepare yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Again, by watching the videos, man, start, as the brother always says, start with the elder apostles, a great millstone, because those are the heads, man. And then go down the line to who you watch. That's what I've been trying to get in the habit to do more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get fed, do your reading as well, because that's very important, man.
Yeah.
Is you reading this, because this is not no average book. That's why you notice when you go down to sit and try to read or study, all of a sudden I'm not even talking about tired. You're extremely fucking tired.
Yeah.
All of a sudden people are calling you. All of a sudden you got a huge headache. All just because you're trying to read, because there's spirits fucking with you, man. You see, Satan, it has command to stop you from doing what you need to do, which is serve the Lord. Okay, so it's a constant fight. But nevertheless, all right, we need to maintain, that endurance. You see, in all things, man. Especially in the times to come, we're going to need to continue to fight. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to be easy. That's what the brother was talking about, man. You're going to be put in these situations, and they're not going to be easy to bear. You see, that's why you're praying for faith now, and then you get an increase in the faith, so that when those days come, you can sit there like a G, man.
Yeah.
You can sit there like a G, like, fuck it, I'll have to die. Just like that one Eleazar in the book of Maccabees.
Yeah.
Chapter
6, yeah.
Yeah, man. He talks about how he took those beatings because he was forced to eat swine's flesh, and according to
they wanted him to.
They wanted him to, yeah. You see that? So of course, obviously, the scriptures tell us not eat swine flesh, which is pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he ultimately refused it, man, and he knew that he was going to be beat for it, but he rejoiced in the fact that he was beat for suffering for Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, and that's how we're going to have to be. Because we're literally going to suffer. Some of us are going to get tortured to death, man. You know what I mean? Fucking Esau skin your face off and then tell you you still don't want to take this? You know what I mean? Fuck, man. We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
This devil he's crazy. And when he comes down, great, because the Lord's going to put that spirit on him to have that great wrath. But that's why we pray, Yahweh Shemel Shai protects us and our families, because we're going to need that protection, man.
Right.
You got it, bro.
Khan, this is our precept. This is Sirach chapter 2. In verse 17, it says, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. And I'll grab that word prepare, because this is what we need to do. We need to be in the mindset to prepare, man. As the brother talked about earlier. And you go into online etymology, it says to set in order or readiness for a particular end, right? But here's the one I want to get. It says right here, it says the sense of 1500 century, it says, bring into a particular mental state with reference to the future. So we need to ultimately mentally prepare ourselves, man. Because that's what it's talking about. It says, will prepare their hearts, which you go into the word heart. It goes into the Hebrew word lav, which means what? Your mind. So you need to prepare your mind. And meditate on these things, man. Meditate on the fact that Esau Edom, for those that have families, and they're going to sit there and put a gun to your kid's head, man. And say, if you don't take this, then, we're going to kill your child in front of you. And you know what? The mentality you have to be is that mother that was in what? In second Maccabees, the 7th chapter. Go and read that for parents, any kind of parent. Go and read that scripture, man. That's the mentality we have to have, man. You know? Heavy, man. You know? And that just give me chills, man. You know? We have to have the mentality of, hey, we didn't bring our children into this world, you know? And if it's the will of Yahweh Bashim El Shai that they die for him, and guess what? We're going to receive 100 children in the kingdom, and they're going to receive a great reward as well, man. You know, just for dying for his name's sake, man. We can't have this mentality, oh, my baby, oh, blah, blah. No, man, because that Esau Edom is going to, Satan is going to play on, it's like it's going to play on your weaknesses, man. So you need to figure out, that's why scriptures tell you, know you're not yourself. You need to find out your own weaknesses and build on those, man. You ask the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai to reveal your own weakness to you, the things that you're fully attached to, the things that you truly worry about in life, and you need to pray to Yahweh Shem El Shai that He allows you to basically detach from those things. And this is why it says, to forsake your mother, brother, sister, father, because ultimately, if you're too attached to them, hey, that's a stumbling block, man. They can kill you, man. Yeah, they can literally. That could be a stumbling block that takes you out of this truth, man. And we can't have that. We have to understand. We have to mentally prepare ourselves for what is to come. Esau is going to use our family. They're going to use money. They're going to use anything that they can in order to get us to consent to their new world order. But we can't do it, man. We have to meditate on the scriptures, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Meditate on what the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai told us is to come and how we're ultimately going to overcome, because the only way that we're going to be able to overcome is if we take heed to these scriptures, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because the Lord might even test you too, to where you might not eat for like a week or something, and then you get caught. You know what I'm saying? You might get hemmed up by Esau, and he takes you back, and he has all this food right before you, and he's like, all you gotta do is say you're gonna do it, and I'll give you all this food. You'll be the Most High make you hungry as fuck, man.
Hey, just like Yahweh Shai. It says that he was a hungered, man.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man.
Hey, and Satan, and you notice that too. Satan came and tested him at his lowest point.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're gonna be at low points, man, all throughout, because that's gonna be a time of the elect being tested.
Yeah.
You see that? Matter of fact, can you grab that in Revelation 3 and 10?
Yeah.
Because that's what we're coming. Because right now we're being tested, man, through little trials, man, and sufferings that we go through, and a lot of these tests we go through now aren't easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Constantly, messing with your mind and trying to get you to doubt. You having to fight yourself. Yeah, but that's where applying the scriptures comes in hand. But nevertheless, the times to come is the greatest test that has ever befall men, and only the elect are going to be able to bear it. Only the elect are going to be able to go through that fire, man. You see, because the spirit that's within them, they're going to be able to overcome. You got it, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, man, because we stayed in this thing, man, because we were diligent, because we were sincere, because we kept fighting for Yahweh Shem El Shai. He's going to fight for us.
That's right.
Strive for the truth and the death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Right.
The Lord's going to be fighting our battles, man, and we're going to hold our peace. We're going to be literally seeing the Lord do all types of miracles, and we're going to be like, man, how the hell do we get out of there?
That's right.
And you go into that account with Apostle Peter when he was thrown in that prison in the book of Acts.
Yeah.
How it talks about that angel came and saved him out of there, and he didn't even realize till he got out the gate. He's like, I thought I was in a dream. But now surely have I known the Lord delivered me out, if you paraphrase it, man. So yeah. The Lord's getting ready to do some great things for us, man.
Yeah.
He's going to protect us from this damn devil, because this devil is not playing. He's not going to be playing. He's not even playing now, but, he works in gradualism. You see, so there's a set moment where he's going to fully unleash, his intentions, but we're telling you what those intentions are now. And don't expect anything more than what his true intentions are, man, which is to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what he's getting ready to do, man. All right, but the Lord says he's going to lift up a standard against him for us, So we ain't got nothing to worry about, man. All we got to do is do our best, and the Lord will do the rest. You see? It's so true, it rhymes.
That's right.
Hey, for you got anything you want to say?
I mean, yeah, ultimately, yeah, man, because, you can't, again, Satan is going to play on your weaknesses, man. So if you love your house is going to be gone. If you love your kids, he's going to try and take your kids. If you love your shoes, your phone, your watches, your gold chains, this, that, and the third, Esau's going to take all that shit away, man. You know, really, it's the ultimately, you know, it goes deeper than that. It goes to the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, taking it away. But nonetheless, he's going to use Esau to do it, man. You know, he's going to take all those things that you love so dearly. He's going to take it all away. You know, so if you're already in the mindset of these things are, you know, like Apostle Paul said, I count all things as dung. So if you're in that mindset, and when that shit gets taken away, hey, it doesn't budge you, man. It doesn't dwindle your faith. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't affect you like Esau wants it to. You know, so, hey, you got to be in the right mindset in order to make it through, you know, what is to come, because a lot of things are going to be taken away from you. A lot of things are going to be, you know, Esau is going to be like, no, you're not going to have anything. And if you want something, then you got to take this little rice grain or the little, you know, the Neuralink, you know, whatever it may be. Esau is going to present you with those things, man. And this is the time that we're coming into, Revelations 13 to 16 to 18, man. You know, that forcing of, you know, the charagma, man, you know, it's right around the corner, man. And you need to be prepared. You need to get ready, you know. Meditate on these things, man. Meditate on Esau coming in like a flood. Meditate on Yahweh Shem Shai lifting up that standard, man. You know, not just the events that are gonna happen, but you need to meditate on the miracles that are gonna happen as well, man. Meditate on both sides, the balance, man. You know, the brother went into it earlier. The brother Mike Kahala, you know, GMS Ancient of Days 04, you know, he went into it earlier, man. You know, maintaining a proper balance, man. You know, because if you're thinking about one side, you're ultimately going to get bummed out. We need to think about both sides, man. You know, think about how Esau Edom's going to come in, all the possibilities, and then think about all the possibilities Yahweh Shem Shai lifting up that standard for you against him, man. You know, which will ultimately build you up in the faith, man. Build your spirit, man. You know, but that's all I really got to say.
Yeah, that's right, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, once again, man, you know, we you know, me and the brother, man, we pray for each other, man. You know, for you brothers out there and you sisters, man, that you know, Yahweh Shem Shai gives you what you need to continue to make it and continue to move on and fight, man, because we're right here. You know, Lord's getting ready to he's getting ready to show out, man. He's getting ready to send great judgment. So, hey, with that, man, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Hey, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom, peace be unto the brothers across the four winds of this earth, pushing this truth on righteousness and sincerity. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations to you, sincere Akim Akwaf out there, giving all diligence to make your calling and election sure in these last days. As always, want to say, Shalom, Kwame Yasha Allah, and Abba Shalom.
Shalom.